The world watches as Chinese Coast Guard vessels unleash water cannons on a Philippine supply boat near 2nd Thomas Shoal. The footage is raw, a small Filipino boat battered by a much larger Chinese ship. This is the new normal in the South China Sea, tensions rising, each incident more dangerous than the last. On the water, the stakes are real. Fishermen and sailors are caught in a geopolitical storm. Manila's response: expose every encounter, broadcast the evidence, and rally global opinion. The Philippines is using transparency as a weapon, hoping to build international support against China's expansion. President Marcos Jr. has shifted policy. No more appeasement, only firm defense of sovereignty. Every Chinese action is now a potential international incident, raising the cost for Beijing. National pride in the Philippines is high, but so is anxiety about the future. This isn't just about fishing rights, it's about upholding international law. The Philippines' 2016 legal victory at The Hague invalidated most of China's claims, but Beijing ignores the ruling. China continues to build and militarize artificial islands, forcing Manila to adapt. The daily headlines, water cannons, near collisions, are symptoms of a deeper struggle. The Philippines is pushing back, refusing to be intimidated. The government's strategy: make every incident public, every aggression costly. The world is watching, and Manila is determined not to stand alone. The conflict is now a test of will, law, and international solidarity. The South China Sea has become a flashpoint, with no easy resolution in sight. The Philippines braces for a long, uncertain struggle. The stakes: sovereignty, security, and the future of the region. As tensions flare in the South China Sea, the Philippines pivots north to Batanes. This remote province, closer to Taiwan than Manila, is now a strategic outpost. Its location over the Bashi Channel makes it a critical vantage point for regional security. Manila is investing in infrastructure and military presence, transforming Batanes from a quiet community into a front line. The goal: deter aggression, monitor the seas, and prepare for any contingency involving Taiwan. The Avatan people, long isolated, now find themselves at the center of geopolitics. The government promises development and security, but locals worry about becoming a target. The Batanes strategy is a balancing act: strength and defense. Praveen Mauber Bugdari, Nadal Fanzain Pinjawans. Frakel Brule is signaling it will not be caught off guard. Batanes is now a symbol of Manila's new, outward-looking defense posture. The stakes for the islands and the nation have never been higher. The pivot north is bold, but necessary in a changing security landscape. The Philippines' northern pivot is backed by its oldest ally, the United States. Washington is funding a new civilian port in Batanes, officially for trade, but with clear strategic value. The port will boost logistics, enable rapid deployment, and serve as a lifeline in crises. U.S. military engineers work alongside Filipino forces, upgrading airstrips, communications, and surveillance. Advanced radar and training help Manila monitor the Bashi Channel and spot threats. This partnership is transforming the Philippine military, long hampered by outdated gear. The new infrastructure is a visible sign of deepening U.S.-Philippine ties. It sends a message: the Philippines is not alone in defending its sovereignty. The American presence is methodical, deliberate, and here to stay. For Beijing, these projects are a challenge. For Manila, they're a lifeline. The alliance is now more than words. It's concrete, steel, and shared resolve. The U.S. commitment is reshaping the security landscape of the region. Batanes sits beside the Bashi Channel, a vital maritime choke point between the Philippines and Taiwan. This narrow strait is a superhighway for global trade and a key route for military forces. For China, it's a gateway to the Pacific. For the U.S. and allies, it's a lifeline to Taiwan. Control of the channel could decide the outcome of any regional conflict. The Philippines, by geography, is the gatekeeper. The channel's deep waters are ideal for submarines, making it a hotspot for undersea activity. U.S. and Japanese surveillance, now aided by the Philippines, makes Chinese operations riskier. Any disruption here would shake the global economy. The military buildup in Batanes is about keeping this artery open and secure. The stakes are global: peace, trade, and the balance of power. Batanes is now a linchpin in Indo-Pacific security. The U.S.-Philippine alliance comes alive in joint military exercises. Balikatan, shoulder to shoulder, now focuses on defending islands and maritime security. Drills simulate retaking captured territory and joint air-sea patrols, reflecting real-world threats. These exercises build trust, test systems, and forge personal bonds between troops. Joint patrols in the South China Sea have resumed, sending a clear message to Beijing. US and Philippine ships sailing together challenge China's claims and uphold freedom of navigation. The alliance is no longer theoretical, it's operational, visible, and ready. These activities boost the Philippines' combat readiness and deter aggression. The sight of Allied forces in contested waters is a warning. Manila is not alone. The Mutual Defense Treaty is now backed by action, not just words. Regular drills and patrols are the backbone of the alliance. They transform treaties into real deterrence. The region is watching, and so is China. The partnership is shaping the Indo-Pacific's future. The Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, underpins the U.S. military's growing role in the Philippines. EDCA allows for rotational U.S. forces and new facilities at key Philippine bases, without permanent American bases. Under Marcos Jr., EDCA has expanded with new sites in the north, close to Taiwan. These locations enable rapid U.S. response to regional crises. U.S. funding upgrades runways, storage, and housing, pre-positioning vital assets. For Manila, it's a modernization windfall, at no cost to taxpayers. China denounces EDCA as encirclement, but the Philippines insists it's about deterrence, not provocation. The government frames EDCA as a sovereign choice to strengthen defense. The message: Manila will not be bullied, and it will not stand alone. EDCA is now central to the Philippines' security strategy. New ports and infrastructure in Batanes are billed as civilian projects, but their dual-use potential is clear. Better ports mean faster disaster relief and rapid military deployment. Airstrips serve both commercial and military aircraft. China sees these upgrades as part of a U.S. containment strategy. Beijing accuses Manila of becoming a pawn in America's game, stoking regional tensions. The Philippine government insists these projects serve national interests and local welfare. Balancing security needs with economic ties is a constant challenge. Manila frames the U.S. partnership as a sovereign choice, not submission. The dual-use dilemma is real. Development and defense are now inseparable. Batanes is a case study in the blurred lines of 21st century geopolitics. The Philippines is building new alliances, with Japan as a key partner. Japan supplies patrol vessels and radar, helping Manila monitor its vast seas. Both nations share concerns over China's assertiveness and depend on secure sea lanes. A new reciprocal access agreement allows joint training and deepens security ties. This partnership complicates Beijing's calculations and strengthens deterrence. Meanwhile, ASEAN remains divided. Some members criticize China, others stay silent. China exploits these divisions, preferring bilateral talks where it holds the upper hand. ASEAN's lack of unity limits its influence, pushing Manila closer to external allies. The Philippines now relies on the US and Japan to balance China's power. Regional security is increasingly shaped by these new alignments. Batanes reflects a new era in the Indo-Pacific. Alliances matter more than ever. The Philippines is doubling down on its US alliance and building ties with Japan and Australia. This latticework of partnerships is America's answer to China's rise. The US-Japan-Philippines trilateral relationship is a model for regional cooperation. The goal: deter conflict, not provoke it, by raising the cost of aggression. Integrated deterrence combines military, diplomatic, and economic tools. Infrastructure patrols and summits are all part of this strategy. For Manila, alliances are a necessity, not a choice. The concrete in Batanes is the foundation of a new Philippine foreign policy. The path is risky, but standing with allies is the only way forward.